Happy Thursday, everyone. I am back with two non-phone work at home job leads that I would like to share with you. Plus, we're going to talk about 13 best practice for beating the applicant tracking system. And I'm going to give you two websites where you can go and practice your typing skills. As you can see on my screen, my channel is all about non-phone work at home job leads. So if you're looking for a work from home job where you're not on the phone, you have landed in the right place. Make sure you apply for these jobs. People are getting hired, and I would love for you to be the next one to get hired. So let's dive right into it. I know that I have talked about this company before, House Doctor, but Recruiter reached out to me the other day and they wanted me to know that they're still hiring for professional data entry clerk. They're hiring for full and part-time position. And as you can see on the screen, the pay is between $17 and $26 an hour, which is excellent money. And you only need a high school diploma. That's all you need. So basically what you'll be doing is you're going to gather invoice, statement reports, personal details, documents, and information from employees, other departments, and clients. You're going to correct errors and organize the information in a manner that will optimize swift and accurate capture. You're going to ensure data is backed up, and you're going to be storing hard copies of data in an organized manner to optimize retrieval. Now, when you scroll down again, you only need a high school diploma, 1 year's experience in a relevant field, and excellent knowledge of Microsoft Office, Word, and Excel. And if you feel like you're a good fit for this position, all you need to do is click right here where it says click here to apply online. Now, we're talking about the company Royal Caribbean Group. They're hiring for clerk, part-time data entry to work remotely. No degree is listed. No state hiring restriction is listed. So as long as you're in the United States, as long as you're in the 50 states, you're eligible to apply. And according to Glassdoor, the starting pay is $15 an hour. So to give you information about what you will be doing here, okay, is you're going to do trade partner, national account partners, shareholders, and guests, coupons redemption by verifying eligibility of special rates and promotion and applying appropriate codes to booking. You're going to also process of guest balance due invoice and emails. You're going to maintain suppress inbox for guests, general public requesting to be removed from marketing communication. Now, the knowledge and skills that they are requiring that you to have is you must be able to work independently and as a member of a team in a fast-paced environment. And they want you to be able to have basic math skills are required, like percentage, addition, multiplication, and division. And they want you to be proficient in Word, Excel, Outlook, CRS, UMC, Loyalty, and AS400, and colony reservation and data entry screens. And then the employee, this will not apply to you because this is a work from home job, but again, this is a real easy job that you can do from the comfort of your own home. So if you're interested in applying for this position, then all you need to do is click right here where it says apply now and go ahead and start applying for these positions here. Now, if you click on the link and it's not working, that means that the job is no longer available. So what you can do is you can go up here and still search for work from home jobs by typing in work from home jobs and see if they have any other opportunities that you can do from home. Okay. So what we're going to go over is 13 best practice for beating an applicant tracking system. That is very important. That is what everybody's trying to do, especially when you are looking for a work from home job. Okay. So basically we're just going to go over what is an applicant tracking system because a lot of people may not know what an applicant tracking system, also known as ATS. It's just basically a software that employees use to find the most qualified candidate for a role. So that is basically what the applicant tracking system does. Okay, so that's why ATS is more likely to submit your application to the hiring manager for review if your resume is optimized, the cover letter for the job that you are applying for. Okay, so how do the applicant tracking system work? The applicant tracking system works by scanning your submitted resume and cover letter to find keywords that match the job post. Did you hear that? The applicant tracking system works by scanning your submitted resume and cover letter to find keywords that match the job post. There are keywords in the job post, okay? And that is how your resume passed the applicant tracking system, okay? Now, the best practice for getting your resume through an applicant tracking system, to increase your chances of getting hired, is we're going to go over it. Only apply for jobs you are qualified for. Okay. If the job say you have a bachelor's degree and you have a associate's degree or high school diploma, sometimes you just don't apply for that job. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of people applying for jobs and they know that they weren't qualified and they still got the job. But the easy way to make it through the applicant tracking system is to apply for jobs you are qualified for, as the ATS might otherwise reject your application. So that is the key. Only apply for jobs you're qualified for. Okay. 2, be selected about the jobs you apply for at one company. So that means that you do not want to be applying for a lot of jobs at the company, because the human resource professional and hiring manager can log into the applicant tracking system at any time to sort through the submitted resume. They can also see your application history, know how many jobs have you applied for the company, how many active applications you have at their company. And it's better to remain selective about one job you're applying for to show hiring manager how serious you are about that one job, which is the right position for you. Okay, so just always be selective about how many jobs that you are applying for at any company. Use relevant keywords. Look at the job post and use the same keywords in your application in a way that is natural and highlight your experience and skills. Now, I repeat, if you don't have the experience, don't do it. I'm not teaching you to lie. Because what happens when you lie, if you say you know something, they give you a test for it, and if you don't pass it, they're going to know that you lie, and you will not make it through the applicant tracking system. They will toss your resume application out the door. So this only applies if you have the experience. Look at the job post and use the same keywords in your application in a way that naturally highlights your experience and skills. Okay. Consider looking up similar jobs to get ideas for other terms you can include that may be the interest of the applicant tracking system and hiring manager. Okay. The most important keywords that you need to be specific about is software, education, certifications. Those are important. Okay. Connect your keywords to unique experience. Okay. The applicant tracking system is more likely to send your resume through if there are enough information of certain keywords relevant to the position. But hiring managers want to see how these keywords connect to real skills and experience in the workplace. Think about unique job history and explain how it makes you the perfect person for the position. Okay? And then also include a skill section. Okay? Everybody, when you go through or somebody revamp your resume or you pay somebody to do your resume, they're going to tell you something totally different. Okay. I do job coaching, resume review, and I tell you things that hiring managers sit down and talk to me and say, if you do it this way, this is how your resume passed the applicant tracking system. I did it. My resume passed the applicant tracking system many, 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 many times. And that is the truth. Um, how I say to do it and how I was taught to do it is objective, skills, then your work history, and then your education. That is how I was taught. Now, different other people that do resume, they're going to tell you totally different. Okay. That way may work for them, but this way worked for me. And that's what I tell people when I do their resume reviews. Okay. That's what I tell them how to do it. Okay. So basically you want to include a skill section that is your chance to include relevant keywords in another location on your resume, especially for assets that didn't naturally fit into your work history section. So include a skill section with keywords, make it easier to scan your application for terms the hiring manager is looking for. Okay, so put the skills section on there. Use basic language. Okay, it may be tempting to use section heads that are a little less traditional, But if you're applying for a creative role and want to show your personality, using uncommon language on a resume can confuse an applicant tracking system. Use basic language and terms that are easy to understand and mimic how you address your qualification during an in-person or virtual interview. Okay, so they want you to also write our acronyms. Depending on an applicant tracker system, it may be either you could search for acronyms or written out phrases. It is more likely to go look for these long term or phrases, but it's best practice to include both. For example, you could say something like experience in search engine optimization. So make sure you research all of this and submit a tailored resume for each job. And I say that, okay? It's a lot of people I know that pay $100 getting a resume revamped, but they don't understand that your resume has to be tailored to each job that you're applying for. If you're applying for a customer service job, you cannot send a data entry job. So your resume has to be tailored to each job that you're applying for. That is how you pass the applicant tracking system. I talk about this all the time. Until you understand that, that is the only way your resume is going to pass the applicant tracking system, okay? Keep your resume simple. That's all you need to do. Be careful about using all these graphic enhanced. Just keep it simple. An interesting looking resume may be attractive to the hiring manager, but you need to pass the applicant tracking system first, okay? Use basic format. Use universal basic font through your resume, such as Arial, Time New Roman, or Georgia also, instead of other crazy looking fonts. Okay, you want to use something that is traditional, and then use bullet points and bolded or underlined words to bring attention to something specific. Submit the right type of file. After you complete your resume, it is important to pay attention how the job portal tells you to submit it, because they will tell you. You need to ensure that you are using acceptable file types. If you submit any other type of file, the tracking system is less likely to read it accurately or even at all. So make for sure you understand what is the right format to use. Okay, some people, it may say the applicant tracking system found it more easier if you have a doc resume. So consider using this file if you can. So make for sure you read it, because when you apply for the job, it will tell you what kind of file that they're seeking when you submit your resume. So read that. Update your information online. Some applicant tracking systems do more than search the resume you submit. They may also search the web for your information to make sure it all matches. So do that. Include referrals in your application. Like I always say, yes, referrals are always been an important part of getting a job. Hiring manager want to hear directly from someone who knows you and can vouch for your work ethic. But when you use somebody as a reference, make for sure you tell them. Don't just put somebody's name on there and you haven't informed them, because what can happen is if hiring manager call them or send an invite through email and they don't answer, or if they call them and talk smart to them, they're going to think you are the same way as that person. So always let people know that you use them as a reference. Let them know to be on the lookout for this company that I apply for, okay? So this is very, very important, okay? So again, this is 13 best practice for beating the applicant tracking system. I want you to beat the applicant tracking system so you can be the next person to get hired. Now, I'm going to give you 2 websites where you can go and practice your typing skills. Like I always say in my videos, this is one skills that they're not going to train you on. They're not going to train you. Fortune 500 companies are not going to train you to type. This is something that you need to know on your own. So this is a free website where you can go, a platform where you can go, called typingtest.com, where you can check your typing skills in minutes. You can choose how long you want to practice, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, you choose, as well as a official typingtest.com. The great thing about this platform is you can practice your typing test, your 10 key test, which is data entry. You will receive a typing certificate, as well as they would give you typing tips. So go and get your typing on today. Now I'm going to do a recap just in case you missed something. We went over 2 websites where you can go to practice your typing skills, and it is free. We went over officialtypingtest.com as well as typingtest.com. We talked about 13 best practices for beating an applicant tracking system, and I gave you 2 non-phone work-at-home jobs. We talked about Royal Caribbean Group. They're hiring for clerk, part-time, data entry, remote. No degree is listed. No state hiring restriction is listed. And according to Glassdoor, the pay is $15 an hour. If you're interested in applying for the job, all you need to do is click right here. We also talked about house doctors. They are still hiring. Recruiters reached out to me the other day, and they're still hiring for professional data entry clerk. They're hiring for full and part-time position. And as you can see on the screen, the pay is between $17 and $26 per hour. And you only need a high school diploma. So if you're interested in applying, all you need to do is click right here. Now, if you go and you click on these jobs and they're not longer available, that means they have already accepted enough applications at that time. So all you need to do is click and, like on jobs, or you can go and search for other jobs. They are hiring for other remote jobs besides the ones that I am talking about. So go and check that out too. And then we also talked about my channel, Real Work From Home Jobs with Thressa, is all about non-phone work at home job leads. So if you're looking for a work from home job where you're not on the phone, make sure you consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all your notifications. So when I upload new videos, you'll be notified, and that will give you plenty of opportunity to go ahead and get hired. Don't forget, if you would like to become a member of my YouTube channel, I would love to have you. All you need to do is click that join button. There is a short video explaining the benefits of becoming a member of my YouTube channel. Shout out to everyone that's already a member of my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you. It's people that has been with me ever since I started my YouTube channel membership. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support of my channel so much. I really appreciate you. And don't forget to check out the community tab. That is where I engage with you. When I upload new videos, I post it in there. When I do polls, I ask questions, I post it in there. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. All links to every job that I discuss will be under the video, which is the YouTube description bar. All you need to do is click show more, scroll all the way down until you see links to the jobs, and you will be able to click on it, see the job post, apply, and submit your resume. Again, lots and lots of people are getting hired, and I would love for you to be the next one to get hired. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.